So I think we can slowly start. And hello, everyone. My name is Alec. I'll be hosting this session today here, and I'm leading the program named Ton Nest within Ton Foundation. This is a place where we support early stage projects who are building on Ton, and you can find all the details on our Builders portal. Please go to builders.ton.org to find all the opportunities and all the benefits that our ecosystem provides to those of you who are building on Ton or want to start building on Ton or want to request any kind of support, be it something technical, be it something non-technical, anything marketing related, etc. We have a lot of different perks, let's say, on our Builders portal. And we are hosting a lot of workshops like this on a weekly basis, sometimes on a daily basis. And this time we will be having a session which will be quite technical. And this will be a session dedicated to the topic of smart contract best practices brought to you by BDask Finance. Just yesterday, we have had a great space on X with the guys DeFi related, BDask Finance. All the guys have been there yesterday, so please check it out if you missed that. And I'd like to remind you about our today's format. We are streaming this event to multiple sources. Some of you are watching us on our YouTube channel. Some of you are watching us on X, and some of you are watching us here on Zoom. And those of you who are on Zoom, you'll be able to ask any questions with your voice. This kind of questions will be prioritized. So whenever you'll be having any questions, just raise your hands, unmute yourself and go for it. But those of you who are watching us on YouTube or on X, you can just drop your questions in the live chats, and I'll be facilitating all that text questions to our today's expert. And we'll be going through all the questions closer to the second half of our today's of our today's workshop. And yeah, in order to be here on Zoom with us, you need to go to our Luma page. You can find that in any of the announcements that have been posted on our social media channels and to register through Luma. And after that, you'll be getting the link to join us on Zoom. And yeah, that is a bit that's a better way to interact with us. And those of you who are here on Zoom, you can share something, you can bring your cases, you can use your voice, you can start screen sharing if needed, etc. So I would encourage you to make sure to jump into our Zoom call instead of watching us somewhere on YouTube or X. And without further ado, I think I am done with the introduction. But let me just invite our today's expert from BDask, Nikita Kinilovsky. Hello.
Hi all.
So, yeah, thank you for your time, first of all. And before we start, I'd like to ask you to say a couple of words about yourself, about what you're working on, and what is BDask Finance.
Yes, can you let me share my screen?
Sure. I think you
Yeah.
have the permission of Zoom. Yep. I
Oh, yeah.
think we can see it now.
Yeah. Okay. My name is Nikita. I am a smart contract lead in BDask Protocol or BDask Finance, as you prefer. Also, I'm a co-founder of this protocol. Uh, Also, I'm the author in the Open Dev blog. You can see you can see this channel in the Telegram where we discussing some smart contract development moments more more detail. Yes, BDask Finance is concentrated liquidity DEX built on Ton blockchain. Where you can provide liquidity in some custom shapes, what you prefer. The best reference for understanding what this BDAS protocol is, it's Meteora on Solana. If you if you used Meteora, you can use BDAS also on Ton. Yeah, this is intro about me and what I'm doing. Let's start with some intro to smart contract development on Ton. There are few smart contract programming languages on Ton. It's Fancy, Tact, and Talk. I think that Fancy is some kind of deprecated. You can use it. It's very efficient, but I think that it will be deprecated in about a half of a year. And there are some analogs of Fancy. First of all, it's a TACT, smart contract language that trying to be similar to Solidity that is used on EVM blockchains. But the main thing that you need to know about TACT is it's not gas. It's not as gas efficient as Fancy or another analog Talk. Talk was released about half of a year. It's developed by Toncore team. I think you can read some documentation on the docs.org about Talk, but I think that there are some main improvements that they are developed for this language. First of all, is lazy load. Lazy load, it's some improvement when you load some information from the contract storage, contract state. Some variables you may be not necessary for operation that you are doing now. So lazy load allows you to keep that loading from the storage, from the contract state, and this reduces the gas usage of the contract at all. Let's see, this is an example. For example, for Jeton Wallet, as you can see, I'm watching for Talk benchmarks against Fancy contracts. Toncore team wrote a contract for wrote simple standard contracts for jetons, for NFTs, and etc. And compare gas usage, compare its gas usage to Fancy analog. So as you can see at this line of code, they lazy loading message, and then and after that variables that you need from this structure are used, and another skip. This is the main improvement that Talk is developed, and this reduced gas usage about for about 30%. We can see it here, and 40% for minting Jeton. I think that this is all for smart contract languages on Ton, and we can go to the best practices that I can. What about I can tell you. First of all, as we know, Ton is shard is a blockchain that use sharding system for increased uh, for increased for increasing amount of transactions that blockchain can produce and proceed for a second in a second. And first improvement that I can recommend to you is if you're developing some protocol, you need and you can bring all contracts of this protocol in one shard of Stone blockchain. If you have something that need to be executed one after one, for example, jeton transfer. If I will transfer jetons to another person, I call no. Let's see it on example. Let's see some pool of Bidask. Let's see, yeah, this one. Okay, wallet of Whiton Keeper dot me is called his Jeton wallet. After that, Jeton wallet called another Jeton wallet, and then after that, Jeton wallet is called Bidask pool. To reduce time of a transaction in this to reduce the time of transaction in these structures, you can bring some of the addresses in the same shard as as your protocol. For example, our Bidask pool is in the same shard of the Jeton wallet. As you can see, this is a shard 00, and Jeton wallet of this pool. This is Bidask pool, and the Jeton wallet of this pool is also in the shard 00. So this means that if somebody is sending jetons to Bidask pool, those two transactions are in one block. So it can it can reduce time of the transaction. So for example, these transactions are very fast for the tone. Yes, the second one that I need to say is to use a vanity contract. Vanity contract is some contract that can that can change its code and data once of a time when you deploy it. So let's see its code. As you can see, this is a very simple contract that loads admin address of himself, checks that admin address is equal to standard, and then loads his next code and data, and after that changes to this code and data. So with this kind of contract, you can deploy any kind of contracts on any addresses. You can brute force these addresses. You can change the code and data of this contract because these because their address is not compatible with their actual data and code. Their address depends on data and code of the vanity contract, but not of your protocol code. This is a very good system. This is a very best practice in the Todd blockchain. Also, not only BDASK used it, DDAST, EVA, and Tonal network used it. So this is a best practice of many protocols on the Tom blockchain. This is quite similar to create two in the EVM blockchains, if you know what these subcodes mean. Okay. Next best practice that I can say to you, that I can tell about, is not using one central contract at all. For example, in BDASK, you can see that there are no router contract, there are no vault contract, like you can see it on StoneFi or DDAS. For example, if we try to see some DDAS pool and try to research how it works. For example, this is a swap tonal to ton. And first of all, transactions goes to the DDAS vault, and only after DDAS vault, DDAS pool are called. So in this case, DDAS vault is a central contract for these swaps, because all DDAS pools of the tonal and or all DDAS pool for USDT are using this DDAS vault. And if you, for example, have some big listing on DDAS, DDAS vault will throttle. Will have problems with a lot of transactions that goes to that contract, that address. We can experience it when docs are out. If you were out, if you can remember it. And the last one, I think that no, not last one that I can tell is using row reserve and 1 to 8 mode instead of a 64 mode. For example, we can see it at the notcoin contract. Notcoin contract is contract of notcoin jeton, and it was the base for the USDT jeton. If you using USDT on Ton, you are using notcoin jeton wallet code in it. So as you can see here, this jeton wallet is using row reserve, and after that the using mode send mode carry all balance, not all remaining value, but carry all balance. If we discover that what that means, we will see. I don't know where it is. No. Second, I don't know. No, it's helper. No, not helper. Okay, let's search. Let's search for repository. No, you can trust me. This is a 1 to 8 balance. If you want to research more about balances, there is documentation page for it, for most of cases with message mode, and we can see here mode 64. and the mode 128. And I prefer to using 128 instead of 64. And the last one, the last best practice that we're using in BDASK protocol is about parsing the blockchain. Uh, as you know, Tonapi experienced some problems, a lot of problems, because light servers on Ton are not good, are not good enough to correct for correct answer anytime that you will call them, and for if you need to parse the blockchain for any kind of transactions, you can not you cannot you cannot try to listen someone address. You can parse all blocks of the Ton blockchain, and this is not as difficult as it can as you can imagine. Uh, for example, in Tonapi, we have get method, um, the two blockchain master chain blocks, and in this method, you can get all blocks in all shard, and then in these blocks you can see all transactions, and in these all transactions you can see transactions that you need just now. This is a very simple way to parse Ton blockchain for any kind of transactions. For example, Ton ETL, Dune.com is working like this. That's all from me. I um, uh, I I think that my English may be difficult, but I want you to understand me.
Yeah. So I think that was very clear, very direct, and very clear. Thank you so much, Nikita. And let's go through the questions. So those of you who are watching us, whatever, please leave your questions in the live chats, or those of you who are on Zoom, you can unmute yourself, raise your hand, and go for your question. And I already see a couple of questions. There was a question on YouTube which says lazy is something like a weight. Do you understand the concept?
No, no, yeah, I understand. No, lazy, it's not like a weight. It's no, I don't even I can't even understand how I can explain it. It's like saving some static data in the some in the specific place where you do not need to rebuild it every time that contract is called. For example, if you need some как будут примеры по-английски, извини, пожалуйста.
Examples.
If you need some examples, you can see DEX score Stone 5 v2 code version 2, and there they using static cell in their storage, in their contract storage. Yes.
All right. And the next question says, how is talk better than TACT? What makes one better aside gas fee reduction? Efficiency matters the most.
I think that this is simply because of the compiler and some principles that Ton is standing for. EVM blockchains are very they have a lot of differences from from the Ton blockchain, and the principle is building some smart contract language to be similar to the EVM, like to the Solidity. I think this is a bad idea at all on Ton. Uh, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say.
All right. So, any other questions? Let me quickly check the live chats. Will you make a recording of this space? Yes, this video is being recorded and this will be on our X. This will be on our YouTube channel. So please feel free to rewatch that or come back to the earlier parts of this video if you just tuned in from the middle of the video. What else do we have? So I cannot find any other questions. Maybe some of you here on Zoom have something to ask. All right. Yeah, people are saying thank you words on YouTube, on X. And I will count that as no questions. And yeah, I think we can then wrap it up here today. And once there will be any questions from those who will be watching this as a recording, I will let you know, Nikita. And yeah, first of all, many thanks for your time, for your presentation, and yeah, for your contribution to guiding earlier stage projects and developers and builders. And this will be it for today. Thank you everyone for joining. Have a great day and see you next week. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you all.